What is going on, guys? Soldier Boy here, and that's a lot more enthusiastic than I was in the last video. That's because my brother told me that I sounded really boring, and that I shouldn't talk like this all the time. So, I'm gonna try to be a bit more upbeat this video, because I'm talking about a bike accident that my brother and I got into about a whole year ago or so. It was about a year or two ago, I don't know, it was in August or September, and it was pretty serious. But first, I want to talk about streaming. So, I was on a stream yesterday with my friend. His name's Glide. I'll leave a link in the description to his channel. We were streaming yesterday. It was pretty fun. You should check it out if we're streaming tonight. I have no idea. I'm trying to get my software to stream on YouTube and not Twitch, because I like that a lot more. But let's get right into this video of the bike accident. So what happened was, my brother and I were playing a game where we'd have to respond to a crime scene as fast as we could on our bikes. So we were on the other side of the neighborhood, and then we turned around. When I said go, we had to race home as fast as we could because the home was the crime scene. So we were going downhill when we were on our way back. So I said go, we turn around, and we picked up speed fast. So I said we should take the fastest way home possible. But my brother didn't really hear me say that. He thought I said the longest way home. So what happened was there was this weird turn. The road sort of led around this turn, but there was another road that branched off to the left. And my brother was going straight around that turn because that was the longer way home. And I was going to go left. But I didn't know if my brother was going to turn late, so I sort of stayed to his right side. And they recently rebuilt this part of the road, and there was still gravel everywhere, and there still is. And what happened was my front tire, it slipped, went right into his back tire. We both wound up falling off of our bikes and sliding across this gravel. Now me, I fell on top of my brother. I was pretty good, but we slid. My head hit the ground and scratched up my head a bit, but I had gravel in my hands, and it hurt a bit, but I had too much adrenaline for it to hurt. But my brother really got the worst part of this, because there was gravel on the ground, and he was wearing shorts. I guess his shorts must have gotten pulled up a bit, and then the gravel gave him a huge spot of road rash on his leg. We didn't know this at the time. He just thought he was bleeding. And he was in a lot of pain, so we decided to ride our bikes home. We were on the other side of the neighborhood pretty much too. So we decided to ride our bikes home, and my brother was complaining that his leg hurt and it really felt like it was gushing blood. But by this time, we were already 2 houses away from my house. So we pull into the driveway, get inside, we're just yelling. We're trying to get my dad to come in because he was in the backyard doing yard work. He didn't know what happened. He thought that we got into a fight, my brother and I, and that one of us got hurt. So he was really annoyed and didn't want to come in. And that's understanding. I understand why. But then my brother was screaming at him. So then my dad came in. He saw that my brother had this huge road rash on his leg, and that we had to take him to the hospital because my dad had no idea how to deal with this. So we wound up going to the emergency room, and I had to go too because my dad thought I might have a concussion because I had this huge red spot on my head from the skin just getting scraped away from the gravel, and then I had the gravel in my hand, of course. The gravel was literally in my skin. So we get to the hospital. We wait there for about 10 minutes at the emergency room, and then we get brought in. They ask us our age, everything like that, pretty normal. But then we get put into our room. Me, I got taken care of right away because I wasn't the main patient. I guess that's how they do it in hospitals. They tweezered the gravel out of my hands, washed it out, and took care of my cut on my head. And then my brother really had the worst part of it. There was a few layers of skin torn away by this road rash, but there was gravel in that area, like in his skin. So they couldn't just pick it out because there was little like fine gravel. So they had to get a sponge, and this looked so painful. They had to literally like rub that layer of skin and get all the gravel out with like 4 different sponges. It looked so painful, and I couldn't explain how bad it looked. If I'm allowed to, I might be able to show a picture of it, but it was kind of an ugly accident, and apparently one of the doctors that was working on my brother had the same thing happen to him. But until this day, so this has been about a year or two, and until this day, he still has a scar, a big scar right where he had that happen. So yeah, sorry for the gameplay in the background. And my hands had to get toweled up for the next week or two, but my brother had to keep applying bandages to his thing. But sorry for the gameplay again. It's all CS:GO because I've just been trying to rank up again because they reset a while ago and I'm just too lazy. So I think that's it for this episode, guys. I will see you in the next one. Please, if you like this video, subscribe, leave a like rating. Don't forget, videos every Tuesday and Thursday, so subscribe for more. That's it for this episode, guys. Zolja Boy, out.